Good afternoon, class. How are we today?
Good.
How are you?
Good. Do we have a good weekend?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's begin by logging onto our thing link, which would be on your Google Classroom. Alrighty. Raise your hand if you're already there. Alright, so we're ready to move on.
Yep.
Alrighty, you'll notice that each table has a different article placed in a different place in Illinois. So what you're going to do now is start by reading that article within your tables or within your groups and summarize it using 2 sentences. You'll see that underneath the article there's a space for you to write this down. Does everybody have their articles read and their 2 sentences written?
Yep.
Alrighty, now you're going to go ahead and open up the Google Doc or the Google map that we created yesterday. And you are going to enter a green pin in the location of this town that you just read about. Alrighty, using your fingers, show me 5, you're completely done and ready to move on. 1, you haven't even started. Okay.
Hold on. Okay, I'm good.
Alright, everybody's ready? Now our challenge for this lesson is going to be telling our peers where your town is without physically showing them on the map. So to do that, we're going to learn about relative and absolute location. So in your groups, you're going to click on the link for the Geo Lounge article. It should be right underneath it. Step 4. Click on that, read it, and then fill out the graphic organizer as you're reading. And then try and figure out how you're going to explain to your peers where you're at.
No.
Alrighty, so does anybody want to share what they came up with for a description of absolute location? Yes, Marta?
Absolute location describes a specific description of where something is. So I live at 3345 West 109th Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60655.
Perfect. So that would be, an absolute location is very specific. It would take you to an exact location. What did we come up with for relative location? Yes, Maddie.
I'm sorry. Relative location is a more general description, and so it takes you to a more general area. So if I were to describe my hometown, I would say it's like 15 minutes outside of Ottawa.
Perfect. So it would take you to the town, but not necessarily a specific building or house within that town. So now you are going to choose whether you're going to use absolute or relative location to describe to the class where the news article that you read came from. Okay, Brianna, thank you for volunteering to go first. First of all, which did you choose to describe your location, absolute or relative?
We chose relative.
And why did you choose relative?
We chose it because you can't.
Oh my gosh, I know.
You do it. Because you can't have a town and a specific address. It's just a general area.
Right, so if you wanted to tell us a specific hospital in your town.
Give a specific address.
Exactly. So without telling us the name of the town, try and describe your location, and we're all going to try and guess where you're at.
So the town I read about was like approximately 100 miles west of Bloomington Normal, and it's a little south of Mahomet.
Okay, so looking at our maps of Illinois, what town do we think is 100 miles west of Bloomington Normal and a little bit south of Mahomet Seymour?
Was it Decatur?
Not Decatur, but pretty close.
Wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is no way to treat your peers.
Was it Champaign?
It was Champaign. Nice job. Round of applause for Marta.